Coming up on this episode of The Mom Game, it is an Olympic recap. I know I was a bad American early on in these Olympics, but I feel like I rallied for my country.
I think you did too. I think we did a really good job breaking it all down, sort of, or at least the parts that we thought were really interesting in the Olympics. And we had a huge focus on mental health and how what we saw in the Olympics can apply to our kids and their playing sports. Plus, why is Diddy on Emily's mom's phone? That's all you need to know. Coming up on this week's edition of The Mom Game.
Today's episode of The Mom Game is presented by our friends at Gateway GMC at LBJ and Jupiter. I know that buying a car can be stressful, but not at Gateway, because their slogan is Gateway's Got It. And just what does that mean? Well, it means Gateway's got a wide selection of new GMCs and GM certified used vehicles, all competitively priced. Gateway's got it. In these busy times, you want a car dealer who makes things easy and convenient. Well, guess what? Gateway's got it. When you log on to gatewaygmc.com, look for the Shop, Click, Drive button. This allows you to shop from the comfort of your home, and who doesn't want that? In fact, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1, select your vehicle. 2, create your offer. 3, schedule that delivery. And on top of all this, Gateway GMC offers complimentary car washes for life. I know, because I just got one yesterday. So when you want a dealer who has it all, Gateway's got it. You can find them online at gatewaygmc.com or shop in person at LBJ and Jupiter. GMC, we are professional grade. And welcome inside the Coppola Studios for episode 311 of The Mom Game. Is that right? 311.
That's what it says.
Okay, well, I'm in charge of that, so no telling if it's right. Of The Mom Game, I'm Emily Jones. She is Julie Dobbs. We are together again after a brief hiatus last week, at least from each other. The show was still here, but we were not together. So we are back together again, which means
we're drinking some Coppola.
Yeah, let's go. Julie, how goes it? Oh, wait, right fast. Mark your calendar, April 18th. I'm going to say it every week leading up to April 18th. It's going to be super fun. Gateway GMC. We're doing a dog adoption event. We're going to have way more details as we get closer to it, but mark your calendar right now. April 18th, Gateway GMC. We're going to get some dogs adopted. We're going to have a show there. We're going to record a show there.
Good drink.
It's going to be
all the fun things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have so much fun. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, mark your calendar. Ooh. Oh gosh, April 18th. So yeah, here we are.
Are you going to get another dog?
No.
Should I?
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, yes, you should. I should not. 2 is enough.
2 is a lot.
2 is enough.
1.
You've
always had 2, right?
Like almost always.
Yeah.
When Mike and I first moved in together, we got a dog, and she was, and I hope my dogs aren't listening to this. She was earmuffs dogs. She was the best dog ever. The best. I mean, literally the best dog ever. Her name was Libby, and she was amazing. And
what kind?
She was a boxer.
Oh.
Yeah. And the problem is like she set the bar too high. Like.
Yeah.
And I've loved all of my dogs. I've loved them all. But she was she had the perfect temperament.
Aww.
She was so sweet. She was a rescue. We got her when she was 13 months old. She was just the best. And my dogs now are fantastic, but there's just something about, maybe it's because it was our first one. I don't know.
It was like your baby. It was your first baby.
And we didn't have kids yet. Yeah.
You had time for Libby.
So much time.
You were a different Emily back
I
then.
was. No, I really wasn't.
Same to your core, but maybe you had more time.
Yeah, no, definitely
less stressors.
Definitely had more time. Yeah. So yeah, you could be in the market for another dog.
My kids would love it.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to try to go cat. I know no one agrees with
it's
me
okay.
But
hey, we can't do cats because Mike's allergic.
Yeah.
And cats, I've told you this, they freak me out. They scare me.
Yeah.
They do.
You ever hung out with a rag doll?
No.
It's like the fancy cat, but you have to get it from a breeder and all that. That's what I really want. They're like, their claim to fame is that they're like dogs.
So why not just get a dog?
Because I still love cats.
Okay.
Like they're just like very easygoing. They're really floppy. They cuddle.
Yeah.
They're just like really
But they
laid
shouldn't
back.
piss inside.
That's true.
Yeah.
They do.
I think that
In
would.
a box though.
Yeah. I think that would send me over the edge.
Yeah. If your cat does it right and is happy and is not like an asshole, then they don't have accidents.
You had an asshole cat.
Cranberry in her old age.
But she was old. She wasn't an asshole.
She did
was
not
just
like
old.
that we got a dog and that I had kids, and she just wants to be alone.
Pissed all over your clothes.
She was, that was so bad.
So gross.
That's why everyone who knows me is like, don't get another cat. But I'm like, no, it wasn't the cat. Like, she was just unhappy. Like,
right.
Not all cats are like that. I've had cats my whole life that have not done that.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll have a cat adoption event.
I would love to.
Okay.
Would love to.
All right. Well, I'm sure, aren't we doing it with, I think it's with SPCA. I'm sure they have cats too. Just have them bring over a couple cats.
Okay. I think I will. It's SPCA.
Is it?
Well, I don't know.
We need to look that.
You were going to figure it out.
We'll have more details soon.
That sounds right.
Listen, they're all good. Or if you're saving dogs, you're a good organization.
Right. You are. So come out to that event. That'll be fun.
Yeah, that will be fun. Okay, we got a lot coming up on this. Very Olympics heavy. And I know if you have Olympics fatigue, just get over it because it was.
Don't go anywhere. We need your numbers.
We do.
Still listen.
Yes,
just
please. We promise to do really wheels off shit in the meantime. Right. Mix it in with Olympic talk. But there was a lot of cool stuff to talk about. And then we're going to get to a couple stories that we've been saving for a while. Mm-hmm. It's just the two of us today. Just the two of us.
We can make it if we try.
Just the two of us.
You and I.
Yes. Just threw my wheels off.
Yeah. So before we get to Olympics, they were catching up on life a little bit.
Yeah, we can catch up on life.
Right?
Yeah. But I'm trying to tease, Julie. This is all part of the plan.
But your wheels got thrown off.
They do.
So just trying to help.
Welcome to my world. It's like we always call Henry Squirrel because it's like he just gets distracted and forgets what he's doing. Like, yeah, he's my son.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to talk about fun stuff with the Olympics, some really cool stories, and then get to some stuff we've had in the tackle box for a while since it's just us two, and we can catch up. Mm-hmm. Okay, what's been going on in your world?
Well, we'll talk about the Olympics because that was really fun for us. We had a little watching party for the hockey game, and it was just a busy weekend of, I went to Austin Friday night.
Oh yeah. So what happened?
What happened?
Like last minute?
No, I mean, it was sort of like it'd been talked about for a month or so, but it was one of those that you just don't think really will come together for whatever reason. And then it did. And so a couple of my friends said they could go. And then my dog was still there from when we went skiing and we hadn't figured out yet how we were going to get her. So I was like, well, I need to get Belle anyways. So just did a last minute. I don't know. I do this often. Like if there's something I want to attend and I can't make the whole weekend work or whatever, like I always feel fulfilled just even doing it for one night.
You know what? Good for you for doing that. I wish I could be. It's funny on my group chat I think it was last night we were talking about my girlfriend Kate, and she was like talking about traveling, and I sent her this like video, and I was like, this is what I envision Kate traveling like, and it's like this chick with like 4 disposable bags. She's trying to stuff shit in her suitcase, and she was like, actually, I'm just a relaxed traveler, and I was like, I wish I was just relaxed in general.
Yeah,
I'm just not very much relaxed about me.
Right.
Okay.
Well, we know this.
Okay. What do I do to get more? I mean, other than drink a bottle of wine, it's hard for me to relax, which is also very sad commentary on my personality.
Yeah, but a lot of people are like that.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I know more and more people, honestly, maybe more people like that than not like
that. So good for you. So you made it work and you're like, F it, I'm going.
Yeah. And
good.
I like driving. Like, I don't mind driving by myself.
Okay.
Like 4 hours or 3 hours. It's just alone time. I listen to music.
Yeah.
No one's like, if I have time at home, especially that morning, I was feeling like I think because of the one night trip and a lot going on and making arrangements for the kids, which turned out to be harder than I thought because Kelly was supposed to golf till 6 p.m. Blah, 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 blah. I was like, my wheels were spinning, like my head was spinning.
Yeah.
And I would have just done that all day long. Like when I have time in my house, I just walk around in circles sometimes and don't know what to do and just don't really choose anything or do it well, but like do half this, half that, half this, half that. And I got in the car and I just started driving and I was like, this is nice. It makes me stop everything else. It was kind of like therapeutic. I like driving by myself. And then got there and got to see some of my good friends from high school that, we stay in touch, but not as much as I do with my college friends. And the one who was hosting us, we don't often talk to her, get to see her, and she's very busy. They run a lot of things in Austin, and they have this awesome ranch. So we kind of wanted to
run
see
a lot
it.
of things.
They do, like her and her husband. It's a lot of music stuff and restaurants and bars and recording studio, all kinds of stuff.
Fancy.
Yeah. So anyway, it was just like, okay, let's just drop everything and go. And I usually am always very glad that I do that. Like when I remember one of my friends from college got married. I couldn't make the wedding. I was working a lot, but I went to the Sunday like brunch after the wedding. I flew in and flew out. And I was at her wedding brunch, like just to, it's always worth it. It's hard being far from good friends, you know? So, and it's me, I'm the one that isn't where they all are usually, whether it's high school or college. So it's like, just make the effort or else you start to kind of see those relationships and friendships fade away.
Yeah. You get detached.
Yeah.
Well, good for you. I'm proud of you.
Thanks. It was fun. It was great. And then
I feel like someone should invite me to do something and I'll just drop everything and go. Hey friends.
Open call.
Hello.
I think you should.
Well, I mean, I have to get invited.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. You usually say no.
That's not true. I don't have a lot of friends, Julie. Like I've told you this.
But even if it's like it's not as exciting. If it's like we want you to come to our event kind of thing.
Yeah.
But even that sometimes turns out to be fun.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's hard to stop everything because we're all so busy. But yeah, that's it really. And then I was just talking about, I was spent the morning in a podiatrist office with Ryder. It's like you think you get one thing figured out with a kid, right? And then there's always a new thing. And we found out because he had these like things on his feet that looked like bunions. So I was fully expecting them to just be bunions. And they were like, well, no, actually, they did all these x-rays. They were like, he's got this extra bone like growing out of his foot and it's like inflamed. And we can try all these things. We might have to have surgery. Like some people who have this bone get it shaved down.
I've heard of that.
Yeah. I forget what it's called. It's like an accessory bone. Like that's what it's called.
Hey.
Right.
Check out my latest accessory.
Yes. Instead of a handbag.
This extra bone in my foot.
Extra bones on both my feet. Poor guy. But it really we were really noticing it because of skiing, hockey, and then he's been rollerblading. So it's all things with like tight boots.
Yeah.
So anyway, it was just interesting. And I felt like he was in a really great mood and we had a nice morning, but then like he thought of two things on the drive to school that were stressing him out. And then his whole mood changed and I dropped him off and he was mad at me because I checked the box for him to have a lunch at his field trip tomorrow instead of not have a lunch, even though Kelly's chaperoning the field trip and can bring him lunch. Like this is an anxious child. Yeah. And on the way there, even before that, it was freaking himself out about his 11-year shots. Which is in June.
Okay.
And then,
shots, those are a real thing though.
Well,
I remember my kids freaking out like in the last couple of years about that
like
stuff.
For a year leading up to it.
I know.
And then he had heard, he asked Kelly, like, because we were kind of saying like athletes have to have all their shots, like in these leagues, you have to have all your shots, like if you want to be in the NHL. And so now he's very stressed about what to do when he makes the NHL.
Yeah.
And doesn't want to have shots.
These are all very valid concerns.
His life goals are like exploding before him. He's like, I'm like, Ryder, I promise. 20-year-old you is going to be different than 10-year-old you, and I think you'll be okay with it. I will never be okay with shots, Mom.
Yeah.
So anyway, I dropped him off like an anxious mess over shots when he's in the NHL.
I know. Okay, well.
After a nice morning, just can't win.
I know.
No, thank you, Mom, for the $500 orthopedic. Spending 2 hours of your day.
Now he's got to walk into school with a couple extra bones in his feet. Like worried about his shots when he gets to the NHL.
Yes, yes.
Oh,
so you talk about me being relaxed, but like my child is the least relaxed.
I know. Well,
ever.
They're all so special. These kids.
They are. That is a good word.
So special. Well, I'll tell you a little anxiety story.
Okay.
This will give you a peek inside my little brain. So Saturday, Henry's baseball season started, first tournament, new team. So I'm trying to be like super reserved and unassuming.
Like literally with a hood on your head.
Well, I mean, it also was fucking freezing.
Yeah.
Like should not, I mean, it was wind chill of like 34. I was like, this is miserable, but I love my child. Anyway, so they didn't play till 4. And so I had all day. I don't even know why I'm telling the story or how much of the story I'm telling, but so, our couch, you've been to our house, the couches are like this ultra suede material. So like I've kind of just had to suck it up that they're not going to be perfectly clean all the time. Like they'll get scratched, whatever. I'm crazy. And I think Henry might have gotten like a little bacon grease on there. And I saw it right away. And so immediately I'm like, the way I clean these couches, I'm so fucked up, is it's straight vinegar. So I put straight vinegar on it and it does work. But this didn't work. And so I left it without it working and knowing that it didn't work. But I tried one little last ditch effort. I put some baking soda on there. And then I left and came home, and we didn't get home till like 11 that night. And I turned on the lights in the living room and I was like, oh my God, not only is there the little bacon grease spots, but now there's a giant ring.
From the vinegar. From
the vinegar and baking soda combination, I'm guessing. So literally had dreams about it because I'm like, I'm neurotic, but I can't do this at 11:30 when I've been at the fields for the last 7 hours. Like I need to go to bed.
Yeah.
But then I dreamt about it. I dreamt about the stain.
Was it like talking?
No, it just was like this was looming over. And how are we going to fix this? Do I need to start looking for new couches? Like this is the way my mind works. Like, how am I going to tackle this problem?
That's the word.
In my dreams. But like, fuck, shut it off, dude. Mm-hmm. Like, what's wrong with you?
Right.
So I wake up.
Have an early bird?
It's, no, because I was already, I didn't feel like I needed it because I was tired, but I probably should have. I should have popped one or two or maybe 8. So then I wake up and like the first thing I do, it's the first thing I do. Right. 7:30 in the morning, I'm up and I'm watching the hockey.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I'm watching the hockey, and while I'm watching the hockey, I take the thing off, and then I devised this plan. Maybe it came to me in my dream of how I was going to tackle this issue. And so I got some of that Dawn Power Wash and vinegar and mixed it together. And then I put it on the spot. And then I actually did the whole square of that couch cushion.
Were you so nervy?
And that, no, okay. I was like, I'm doing
think it would stain.
Because what am I can't have this giant effing stain. So I'm going to throw away the whole thing and get a new couch by tomorrow if I need to.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm just going to give this one last ditch effort. So then I get a towel. And so I put that mixture on it. I put a towel over it, and then I ironed it. I iron the towel.
Oh.
And then it starts sucking everything out.
Wow.
And
is that a new trick?
I did this. I don't know if you remember. No, I don't know if we were doing the podcast then. I got Sharpie out of carpet years ago with this method.
Wow.
Like it was like hydrogen peroxide and Dawn soap. This is riveting, I'm sure, for anyone who's listening.
Any mom that has to get stains out.
So for the carpet, it was hydrogen peroxide, Dawn, like that power wash, or just Dawn regular blue, and then rubbing alcohol. Oh. Well, I knew that the vinegar was safe to put on the couch because I've done it millions of times. So I did the vinegar and the Dawn Power Wash, mixed it together, and then I scrubbed it with a toothbrush, and then I blended it all in, and then I put the towel down, and then I steamed it up. And it took about, the entire first period of the USA men's hockey game. But I was watching it while doing it, so it was like, I'm killing it right now.
Right.
I'm doing this, and I'm watching the hockey game.
What else do you need to be doing in the whole world, really?
Yeah. So anyway, there's a peek inside my brain.
I'm glad that it came out.
Thank you.
Did Henry see you like freaking out about it?
No, I didn't even really confront.
Meaning like cleaning it.
I don't know that that's what it was, but I'm pretty sure. And then also too, sometimes I don't say things to my family because I don't want them to know how neurotic I am.
Right.
Like that I noticed that within the hours of 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. there was something that happened on this couch on February 21st. Like I kind of try to keep some of the things.
Henry McCoy with the bacon.
So I try to keep things to myself sometimes, just to not like show exactly how neurotic I am.
That's probably good.
The refolding of pants, the refolding of stuff, the rearrange. It's just like, it's better just to keep that stuff to myself and do it. And
like they know enough.
They know enough. They know plenty. So sometimes it's just best to keep those things to myself and just handle them on my own.
Right. So there were 2 victories for Team USA.
It was
all at once.
It was a good Sunday.
Emily's victory on the couch.
It was a good Sunday in the
hockey team.
So I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I'm so glad.
I know. I saved like at least $2,000 because we have matching couches. I got to buy 2 couches. I'm like, I'm winning. Like I feel like I won.
Well, especially like when you come up with the concoction, right? It's almost like you're a scientist or like. You're like my former oncologist coming up with my chemo, like how to mix the drugs to find the best result.
A lot of people say that. Me and oncologists.
You're like a scientist.
We're basically
You're
the same.
a cleaning scientist. That's awesome.
I'm a cleaning scientist.
Yes.
I should put that on my
I think there's a market for this.
Okay.
Well, for one, like I deal with a lot of stains, never know what the hell to do with the stains. I'll just grab shit and I'm like, let's try this.
Yeah.
Let's try this. And like, I have no idea. But there's people like you that have done the work, and
I've put in the effort.
You can start writing this down.
Put in the time.
I think this content would do great on social.
Well, I feel like the when I figured out the whole iron thing, that was with the Sharpie. And Henry literally, when he was like 4, did like circles on his carpet. I threw him down the stairs, and I'm just kidding. Kidding. I didn't do that. But then I was like, okay, I've got to figure this out. Like, I can't. I'm not replacing this whole. But what are you going to do anyway?
Yeah.
So I found that concoction. I found it online, and I tried it.
Yeah,
and it worked.
We have a slime on the carpet situation. That's
I bet it would work.
Pretty stuck.
Oh, you know what that works with? Nail polish.
Oh,
it works with. I mean, like it's worth a shot. Like your shit's ruined anyway.
Right.
If you do something like that, you might as well try it. Yeah. So peroxide, rubbing alcohol, Dawn soap.
Okay.
Mix it together, and then you put a thin towel, white towel. It needs to be white, and then iron it.
Iron it. I never thought about that. Okay.
So something about it like brings up the.
Right.
You think about steam cleaners.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's same concept.
Yeah. So anyway.
So
if you know someone who has carpet stains,
we could do a Q&A.
If you know someone who
can be hired.
Yeah, if you know someone who has bad stains and they don't know what to do about them, send them this episode of the Mom Game.
I was proud of myself. I found alcohol takes Sharpie out of granite countertops. Yeah, this happened.
There's something about rubbing alcohol, hydrogen peroxide, Dawn.
Yep.
Like, and this is another peek inside my brain. I'm like, they use Dawn on these birds that get dirty in oil spills. It's got to be safe.
They do? On birds?
Yes. Did you ever see that? That was like a big campaign. Oh. There was like an oil spill.
Okay. I remember something in the Gulf. In the Gulf of Mexico.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they like cleaned the birds with Dawn soap.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, if it's good enough for the birds, feathers, like it's got to be good enough for.
I'm sure Dawn loved that advertising.
Oh, can you imagine?
Yeah.
So anyway, hey Dawn, if you're looking for some
spokespeople.
Yeah, we got you. Okay, so yeah, we should move on. Okay, you want to do a little sports squirts brought to us by our friends at Baylor Scott and White. Big Cowtown Marathon coming up this weekend.
Yes, it is. Is Mike ready for it?
He is. And I'm not going to be there to support because I've got to take Henry to Houston for baseball.
Oh, so he's going to be running all by himself.
He will be. Oh, but my nephew's running too.
Okay. Yeah. Nice. Well, very cool that he's doing that. And we want you guys to sign up and you go run. This is brought to us by our friends at Baylor Scott and White, who are the title sponsor of this 2026 Cowtown Marathon coming up this weekend. There's races for adults and kids, food, live entertainment, so much more. Plus, Baylor Scott and White Health is powering your path with a fitness smartwatch giveaway. These things are all the rage. If you don't have one, you need one. Kelly's actually been using one, and it's helped him so much with sleep and everything else. See the full details and enter to win that smartwatch at the link in our bio on our Instagram, which is poppin'. By the way, we need to talk about that. Register for the event now and be a part of this long-running Fort Worth tradition. We can't wait to see everyone there and make a sign for Mike McCoy.
Yay!
You're there.
Okay, let's recap the Olympics, or at least what we, kind of observed and took in. Because I will say, I wasn't paying a ton of attention.
I remember that.
The hockey definitely sucked me in. And then stuff that I would see online, like the storylines, those things sucked me in.
Yeah.
So I didn't do a ton of like just sitting and watching the Olympics, but I love the stories that came from it.
Right.
That makes sense.
So many good stories.
Yeah.
So many good stories. So what stood out to you?
So I think first of all, the hockey. I mean, the men's and women's. I mean, the women's hockey, they won in overtime, the sudden death 3-on-3, which was super cool.
Games.
Yes. And then the men's hockey was just, I was locked in.
Isn't it so fun to watch hockey where everyone is playing like they're like a gold medal depends on it.
Yeah.
You know, like it looks so different. It looks so intense.
Yeah. And you heard who's the guy that is down on the rink? They kept calling
Boucher.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he was like, this is the fastest I've ever seen hockey being played.
Oh, and then like Connor McDavid, like he's like the fastest skater in the world or whatever. It's like you can't even see them.
Yeah.
But it goes to show too, like, I mean, in the NHL, they're working hard, but like they're not skating as hard as they can for that whole game every time you watch an NHL game.
I know. I just thought it was so cool.
So cool.
And it, you know, just seeing those guys and knowing how much it meant to them.
Yeah.
And I mean, it just was, I felt like every moment was perfect. Like the way that they responded to things, the way they handled things, the way they answered questions. I mean, I just thought it was fantastic. So, I mean, you start with the Hughes brothers.
Yeah.
And then there was two sets of brothers, the Hughes brothers and why am I spacing? Kachuk?
Well, yeah. The Kachuk brothers.
Yeah, the Kachuk brothers.
Yeah.
So there's two sets of brothers on the Olympic team. And then, you know, you find out all these things kind of as you're following the team. The fact that so many of those guys had done like the junior hockey program together.
Mm-hmm.
Like it wasn't like these guys are just meeting for the first time 3 weeks ago to get ready for the Olympics. I mean, a lot of these guys grew up playing together in this, you know,
like
the U.S. system that this is what they're working toward,
right.
which is really cool.
It's really cool. And they're just people that are not usually on a team together, you know, like you get so locked in with your NHL team for your whole career. And then to have the opportunity to play with some of these other guys and represent your country. I think I know the other sports love to go compete in the Olympics, but there's just something about hockey. Maybe it's because they grow up with like the World Juniors.
Yeah.
Two are a huge like global competition. And then they just did the Four Nations face off or, you know, last year or whatever. And that just like helped this kind of rivalry grow even more. But Canada is obviously obsessed with hockey. It's their sport. They think they're going to win. And to have the U.S. make it to the gold medal game, play them in the gold medal game and win. You know, I just think it was so amazing. It's so good for USA hockey. And like I kind of said to Kelly afterwards, because my husband is Canadian, for those that don't know. So he and my son, my kids love to claim half Canadian, which they should. It's cool.
Absolutely.
And so Ryder was like wearing his Canada jersey and Kelly was obviously a little bummed out after the game. But like what I said to him is like, USA hockey needs this.
Yeah.
Like Canada hockey is like hockey is like football there.
Yeah.
You don't need to like convince kids to play hockey or like try to Google where the closest rink is.
Sure.
Like they have hockey everywhere there. Their kids are born with skates on essentially. In the US, it's not that way and it's growing and it's so cool to see how it's even growing here in Texas in places that aren't like naturally cold weather places. But yeah, I didn't even realize, I mean, I guess because like Jack Hughes and Quinn Hughes, they're not stars. So like I hadn't paid close attention to them or their story. But just the fact that they were both competing together and then their mom was coaching on the women's side.
She helped put together that team.
Helped put together the women's team that won the gold medal.
And apparently her name's Ellen Weinberg Hughes.
Yeah.
And she
is local.
Yeah. Corby did the story on the ticket, which was really cool. It's the first I had heard of it, that she was like this badass athlete and played. There wasn't, you know, girls playing hockey back when she was growing up in Dallas and she played with dudes. And I mean, and then she birthed those two dudes. I mean, and then there's a third, right?
Yeah.
There's a third Hughes brother. I mean, it just was so cool. The storylines were so cool.
All three of them drafted in the first round.
I mean, it's unbelievable. And that's where they say your athletic ability comes from your mom. Like, I mean, that shit. But I know we're all screwed. I mean, we're screwed. But yeah, I mean, that chick she's a badass.
Such a badass.
I know. And then just the way that whole team handled itself, like, I just thought it was so cool. Like, I mean, Jack Hughes, the way, I mean, it's just his
cute interviews.
He's
like
adorable.
Yes.
How old is he? 12 or 13?
24 or something.
He's so cute and so young. And he just is like, he was so proud to be American and he was proud of his country and he was proud of his teammates. And, you know, he was giving all kinds of love to Connor Hellebuck and fucking A, that dude stood on his head. It's like we wanted to see Otter play, Jake Ottinger from the Stars, obviously. But you can't say anything about that. I mean, that dude was effing nails.
Yeah,
it was so fun to watch.
So good.
He was so good. And, in the way that he said, you put this in the notes. Jack Hughes said, I love the USA. I love my teammates. It's unbelievable. As his mouth was bleeding and his 2 front teeth were knocked out. It's just a ballsy, gutsy win. That's American hockey right there. It's a great Canadian team, but we're USA. We're so proud to be American. Tonight was all for the country. And I got like emotional. Like I was like, it was so cool to see, like, especially in these times when we fight about fucking everything. Yeah. We fight about everything. Everything. And it just was like, this was the coolest moment for that team, for this country, for that sport. Like, it just was really cool. Like, it was awesome.
It was the perfect person to score the game-winning goal in overtime and get to do that interview.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah.
He even joked, like, because someone asked about his teeth or his tooth falling. He's like, I live in America. We've got great dentists.
Yeah. We're good.
He's like, that's the good thing about America is I'm just going to pop into a dentist office and I'll be fixed right up.
Okay. So that had, his interview had me emotional.
Yeah.
But the Johnny hockey stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I was bawling.
Yeah.
Henry was like, why are you crying? And I was like, he died a couple of years ago and blah. And I was like, oh my God. Like, I could not. And those kids, like, so for those who didn't watch, Johnny Gaudreau, who died in 2024 in a cycling accident.
Well, yeah, it was like he and his brother both got killed.
Yeah.
And they were riding their bikes. It was his sister's
wedding weekend. Yeah.
And so they were in town, I think it was New Jersey, and they were riding their bikes like home kind of late at night, and they got hit by a drunk driver, and they both died like the day before their sister's wedding.
Just awful. Yeah. And Gaudreau's wife was pregnant. And he had one already?
Yes.
Okay.
And I don't even know that they I don't know that they even knew she was pregnant. I think she found out she was pregnant after he passed away.
So after the game, if you didn't see it, the two of his former teammates on, I don't know if they were USA hockey teammates or if they were like guys that had played with him in the NHL.
Yeah.
But
they were his NHL teammates.
They went and got those. It was 2 girls, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. These 2 little girls.
Oh, no. Noah and Johnny Jr.
Oh, sorry.
So there was a boy.
So
the kids.
These kids, they went right to each of the guys that went and got him. I can't remember which guys went and got the kids. But,
Matthew Tkachuk was one of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And those kids went straight to them. They go take a picture with the entire team holding up the Gaudreau jersey, and those kids looked straight at the camera, smiling so big. I just was like, this is the sweetest, cutest. And like, think about kids. Like, I mean, they could be like, no, I don't want to go with you. They went and they sat there and they smiled, and it was so incredibly special.
Yep.
So if you didn't know the story of that whole, why they were skating with the Gaudreau jersey and all that was, I mean, it doesn't matter if you're a sports fan. Like, you hear that story and you're like, that's effing unbelievable, because all of his family was there, his wife, his kids, his parents. They had his jersey in the locker room,
and he would have been on that team.
Like, and that's what everybody said.
And like, I guess they even, like, his family put out a statement kind of as the Olympics approached, saying like how much this would have meant to him and how hard he had been skating. They said he was in the best shape of his life getting ready for these Olympic Games. Yeah. Like, this was everything to him. And then, of course, he didn't get the opportunity to compete in the Olympic Games. So, it was just so cool. And those kids are going to have that memory, those photos, like, just an awesome way to remember their dad. And it was a huge tragedy in the NHL. So, very cool. I love hockey. They always just have these wonderful stories. They're good people. They're all family. They treat it like family.
Yeah, hockey players are a different breed. Yeah. I'm not going to lie. Like, I mean, and you have way more experience, obviously, than I do, but just in being exposed early in my career to the different sports, the hockey players are just wired differently.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because of the whole, so many times, if you're like a legit hockey player, you're going to a place.
You've got to go move out of your house and
exactly
go play.
And I don't know that that's that way in other sports.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's just a different feel.
Yeah.
Yeah. In hockey,
and I will say, like,
players.
Majority of maybe not majority anymore, but like at least more than half of hockey NHL players are Canadian, and Canadians are just kind of awesome. Like
Yeah.
they are just so like they're just very kind. It's all about family. And a lot of Americans are too, obviously. So that kind of those traditions, I think, get carried into the NHL. Usually it's just good dudes. If you're not a good dude in hockey, you get pushed to the side.
Yeah.
Like you do. So it's cool to see it all come to fruition. And I posted like, cause our house was kind of split, but I felt like hockey was the big winner.
Yeah,
in all of that. Like,
for sure.
Just kids watching. We went straight to Riders game afterwards.
Yeah.
Just talking to all the parents there. They're like, oh, it was so fun watching with our kids.
gosh,
And they were
it was
so
so
pumped
cool.
to come play. And like maybe there were kids that weren't interested at all before. And now they are.
Yeah.
So it was awesome. I'm so glad the USA ended up winning. I had no idea how that was going to go.
Yeah. It was awesome.
It was great.
Okay, a couple other highlights. The Alyssa Liu, is it Liu?
Yeah.
Or Liu?
I don't know. I think it's Lou.
So she's the one with like the striped hair.
Mm-hmm.
And she went kind of viral on, not viral, but I mean, her story was very widespread because she basically she walked away
quit for a while, a couple years,
and then came back.
It was like too much mentally for her.
Yeah.
Which I put Ilya Malinin in here too, because his story was similar. And it's not just figure skating, but it's sports these days. And we talk about it a lot here on the show is like the pressure that kids feel. And you saw it come to fruition with both of these athletes, these Olympic athletes. And so, she took some time away after like training her whole life and didn't know if she would ever come back, but she knew mentally she needed the break. And then she came back, and I loved like everything that she said. Like I felt like just kind of the juxtaposition of her and Ilya Malinin, who was supposed to come in and win gold for the USA on the men's side, was very interesting because he kind of had a mental meltdown. Like he had a meltdown and he admitted it. And she, meanwhile, it seemed like she had her meltdown, and then she took some time away and came back and talked about how she didn't care if she won a medal at this Olympic Games. She just wanted to share her art or her words.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to have fun. I want to share my art. And she went out and killed it afterwards. I guess was on camera or something saying like, that was effing awesome. Like just having fun. Yeah. And nailed it. Like nailed these jumps because the brain is so important for all this. Like if your brain's off, it's hard.
I think I've seen it a million times and, in my career, just with guys that I've covered, like that the mental load that you're, wearing, and based on outside expectations is so tremendous. Like I've seen it like just in the Rangers organization. Like you look at it with Jurickson Profar, with Joey Gallo. There's a top two that come to mind for me. That there was this expectation, like all this buzz about them when they were drafted in the minor leagues. Like there's so much attention now. We know so much more than we used to. Yeah. That it's almost a detriment to those guys to get that attention, because with that attention comes the expectation, and
they're young kids.
Yes. And listen, I'm 48 years old and my give a fuck is broken, but I can't imagine having those kinds of expectations at that point in time, not to mention what you're trying to do physically to make it at whatever level it is you're trying to make it. Like, I don't know. I would never, and it sounds very strange to say, but like, I would never want my children to be like the highest touted player, anything.
Which is funny because that's what all parents are working towards, right? It's like, let's do all these private lessons and pay all this money.
I want them to be good and to succeed, but I don't want that he's supposed to be one of one, or she's supposed to be, first round, or she. Right. It's just like and maybe that's the quote unquote easy way out. It's just too much. Yeah. Because when you start out up here and then you have nowhere to go, but like if the bar is up here before you've done anything, you're just it's hard to get there. And there's so many players, that have not been able to meet those expectations. And and they might be totally fine if they just were able to fly under the radar just a little bit.
Yep. And so think about all those expectations, but it being the entire country.
Oh, yeah.
Like the whole country thinks that you're supposed to win gold.
I know.
And you're just like a young kid.
I know.
You happen to be really good at a sport.
I know.
So it's a lot. So it was really refreshing to see her win and hear her comments. And then Ilya Malinin, after he'd kind of had that meltdown, like he was so open and honest about why. And he was saying, like, right before I went to compete, my brain was flooded with all these negative thoughts. And he was thinking of everything he'd read on social media and, all the things that you're trying to block out of your mind went straight to his brain right before he was supposed to go compete. And that's just so hard. But then he did I don't know if you saw, how they do like the gala skate or whatever they call it.
The exhibition?
Yes, the exhibition. Like his was very powerful because it was all about that and mental health. And you could hear the ping, 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 ping from a phone before he started, and he was like batting them away. Like it's all so relevant in today's day and age. Yeah. So cool to see him. Hopefully that whole experience was such a good learning experience for him. And now he knows himself better. He knows what he needs to do. And, I think that's all the best thing that we can take out of it and teach our kids is just like, you can't put pressure on your children. You can't put pressure, because they need to be having fun.
But you don't have to say anything. They know. It's a product of our world and our environment. Is they pick up on that shit. They know.
They know.
I know.
So it's just there was a lot of talk about, Norway and they won the Olympics. They had the most medals of any country and it ended up winning. And there were a lot of stories done about like their philosophy with youth, which is, not keeping score, like not just really going out there competing and having fun. And that might be too extreme, but interesting.
Yeah.
That we're
definitely interesting
studying that all here.
Yes. Well, I think Norway wins the Winter Olympics a lot because
that too,
Norway.
And there's always snow there.
But yes. I mean, I think they're a little better equipped.
Yeah.
But there's something to that.
It'd be interesting, like if there was a kids league, like say kids soccer league, where like no scores were kept, and just as a sample size, just to see what happened. Like, no scores were kept, no parents were allowed. I do love hockey because there's a big wall between the parents and the skaters. Yeah. Like they can't hear shit. Like you can yell all you want, but your kid's not really paying attention to you.
Right.
And I think it helps. I think they're out there on their own. They're on the ice. We talk about it all the time, but parents are nuts.
Oh, parents are insane. Well, I mean, and I've been insane.
And coaches and refs and everybody. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot, youth sports these days.
It sure is.
Okay. Well, so the Olympics were fantastic.
Yes.
Even though I really didn't catch on till kind of late in the game.
That's okay. I think a lot of people were that way. I was kind of that way.
Okay. I did want to, we talked about Mike Tirico, which I have texted with him. It's been a year or so because I tried to get him on the show and he's like, sure, sounds good. And then I think we just kind of fell off, but we've got to get Mike Tirico on the show. Yeah. Dude, he's so good.
He's so good.
So I wanted to read his
so good
sign off.
Like, don't even think about how good you're just used to his voice.
He
saying
just doesn't
the right
fuck
things.
up. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay. So his final words I thought were super powerful. So he said in 1960, just outside of Lake Tahoe, California, in 1980 in Lake Placid, New York, in North America, in the United States, where the U.S. won those gold medals, and because of a drought that almost lasted half a century, those teams are revered. So he's talking about the 1960 team that won the gold medal in men's hockey and the 1980 medal gold medal they won in men's hockey. So he's talking about how revered those teams are. And so he says, but they are held on to forever. And what happened today doesn't take away from the greatness of those teams or the meaning that those teams have in U.S. hockey. But what you saw today was the build of a generation, inspired perhaps by that team that lost in 2010 in Vancouver on the Sidney Crosby golden goal in overtime, or the team with TJ Oshie and all those shootout goals in 2014. So two U.S. teams that came up short in 2010 and 2014. That's when these guys are doing what you're doing, watching on TV. They were young, and today they were living the dream. For all the young people out there, not just hockey, but all the Olympics you've watched, those dreams are for now. Go chase them and go get them, because our country loves sports and it brings us together unlike anything else.
Love it.
Which is so true.
So
like
good.
You think about those, I heard Mike Madonna on the ticket yesterday. Like he was a part of so many of those teams that were tried to they couldn't get the gold. And you think about the kids those kids that were on that team were watching those US teams come up just a little bit short, and it motivated them, and they saw how close they got and all that kind of stuff. And I don't know, I think anytime you can find something at that young age, 12 to 10 to 14, like you can grasp onto it like that. I mean, I remember like the first time I saw, Hannah Storm or Linda Cohn or Leslie Visser was actually the first one I saw. I saw Leslie Visser on the sidelines of a football game, and I was like, holy shit. Yeah. There's a chick on the sideline of a football game talking on television. This is so cool. Yeah. Like those kids are watching, and you can see something and grab onto it. I just thought
so impactful.
It was just such beautiful words, and Mike Tirico is so good.
I showed Ryder the video after I saw it because I saw it on social media. I didn't see it live. And he was kind of watching it like, okay, Mom, I'll watch this. Watching it. And it got to the part where it said, for all the young people out there. Yeah. And he went,
that's
and
me.
Looked at me and then looked back down. And he's not someone to be like, that was amazing. But like, I could just tell when it clicked. Hit him. Yeah. And he listened to the words and he thought, okay, I'm going to go chase it. Like, so it was awesome. It was the perfect words to kind of sum up these Olympic games and that hockey game. And I think it'd be awesome to be able to chat with him.
I know. I do want to talk to you because I want to ask him, like, how did you have that written out? Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Mike
Was
Tirico?
there a prompter?
I don't know. But also, too, it was relatively quickly after the game. It wasn't like he
probably wrote
hours to prepare. Yeah.
But yeah.
Anyway, I'd be curious.
He definitely wrote it sort of, but
I'll try to get him back on.
So cool. So cool. I love the Olympics.
I do too. It was really cool. Now it makes me excited for the Summer Olympics, which are in the US.
Yeah.
North America.
In LA.
Yeah.
Did you see the little Kate Hudson singing?
No.
So at the end, when the games close, after like the closing ceremony, they always do like a tease for the upcoming ones. Yeah. So it was like this really well produced thing of what's coming up about and so it's featuring LA, the city, and some of the athletes that we expect to see, and it was Kate Hudson singing the song, the background vocals, and she was up full screen, just like interesting that they chose her. Like,
I didn't know Kate Hudson was a singer.
She's a great singer, and she sings in the movie that just came out, like, I'm gonna butcher the name, it's like, thank you, Song Sung Blue. She sings, who is it about? Neil Diamond.
Oh, I love Neil Diamond.
Neil Diamond, you need to watch it. I've heard it's amazing. I'm gonna watch it too. So she sings in that song, and she's in like a new era of her career. I feel like, where she's singing a lot. And she's very good. But anyway, so that was the preview for the LA Olympic Games. So super fun.
Which those LA Olympics are like all over the US. It's definitely not just LA.
Oh, all over the US?
Yeah, like they were saying some events are going to be held in softball is in like Oklahoma City.
Oh, really?
Some shit's in New York.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Or maybe I made that up.
Okay.
We'll report back. Okay. Glenn says I'm right.
Glenn says you're right. That's interesting. So the people covering it will have to.
Yeah, you have to pick a sport.
Pick a sport, yeah.
Okay, some of the feed things that happened from the weekend. Did you see the Wynn brothers?
Yeah, I heard about them.
Okay, they were super cute.
Yeah.
So their sister Haley, she did not score the game winner. I had that in my notes. She did not, but she was on the women's hockey team, and they're like these three brothers, and they like were dressing all crazy.
They're so cute.
And they were hilarious. And then when they won gold, they like lost it and like were crying, but they basically like documented their whole thing, and they were hilarious.
They were smart to do that.
They were very smart.
Yeah. Very cute
and super adorable.
We made sure to tell our kids, like, Ryder, look what these boys are doing to support their sister. Yeah,
that's what happens when you support your sibling.
Right.
They go to the Olympics. And then the other thing on social that I thought got a lot of play, which I loved, was the Eileen Gu, who is the most decorated freestyle skier in Olympic history. She is, she represented China, but I think she's American, but she represented China because of her heritage. I don't know the whole thing on it. You could probably find that if you want to. But anyway,
Chinese American.
Okay. But she did represent China in the Olympics. And so a reporter asked her, she won 2 silver medals, and the reporter asked her
about the medals lost.
Do you feel like you lost 2 golds or won 2 silvers? And she literally goes, I'm the most decorated freestyle skier in Olympic history. I'm good. Like she basically just swatted his ass to half court. I mean, she should have said like, that's a clown question, bro. Like, what are we doing? I mean, and I get what the reporter was saying, but I absolutely loved her response. Like, she did not skip a beat. And then she backed it up with like, this shit is hard and I am proud and I am working my nuts off and I am competing at the highest level and I am doing the very best that I can. And I won 2 silvers and I couldn't be more proud of myself. And it was like, amen, sister.
She's pretty amazing. She goes to school at Stanford. And I was just saying something today because I think after she had that moment where she like just destroyed the reporter for asking a dumb question, she became a story, right? And so then she was asked again, another interesting question. And this was the question, I don't know if you saw this. So somebody from The Athletic asked her, do you think before you speak? She said, this isn't supposed to be a rude question because do you think before you speak? Because you answer questions so quickly and so comprehensively, whether it's about geopolitics or your sport or aerodynamics. Can you take us into your brain?
Okay.
And then
at first I was about to be like, I would have swatted that reporter.
Right.
But I see what she's saying.
Yeah.
And it's actually a great question.
It is. And she said, thank you, Charlotte. That's very kind. Oh man, I think overall I'm just a pensive person. I'm a very introspective young woman. I spend a lot of time in my head and it's not a bad place to be. I journal a lot. I break down all of my thought processes. I think I apply a very analytical lens to my own thinking and I modify it because it's so interesting. You can control what you think. You can control how you think, and therefore you can control who you are. And especially as a young person, I'm 22, so with neuroplasticity on my side, I can literally become exactly who I want to be. How cool is that? How empowering is that?
Oh, what the fuck is neuroplasticity?
Just like you can still manipulate your brain. Like you can still decide who you want to be and how you want to act and how you want to think.
Obviously been going to Braintopia.
Right. If there's anything to tell you, like, yes.
That freaks me out.
Right? Isn't that cool?
She's so smart. Well, she's going to Stanford.
But I do feel like
smart.
She's smart. Yeah, I do feel like the younger generation, like they're all up in their feels, you know? Like they're smart.
Meanwhile, we're just pushing shit off to the side. Like we're like,
right.
Everything's fine. It's good. Really. We're good. We're good, everybody.
We've come a long way from like the generations prior to us though.
They like didn't even speak.
They didn't
just like
talk
grunted.
Like your kid misbehaves. You're just like, never speak of this again.
No, or I'll just beat your ass.
Right.
Like,
and like don't let anyone know. Like your husband has an affair. It's like you go do what you want, but don't tell anybody. Like because it's embarrassing, right? Or whatever it is. That was that generation, and then our generation is like sort of figuring it out. We talk about it a little more. We have podcasts like this.
I think
then the next generation's just like
we're just gonna put it all out there.
That's why they have mental health days and ask if they can be late to get a Starbucks coffee.
That's really gonna help my mental health. I know. I feel like for at least for my friend group, it's like let's just throw out our shit and laugh at it,
right?
Like because it just makes us all feel better.
Yeah.
Like let me tell you how fucked up I am today.
Right.
Like let me just tell you.
Well,
and then
that's the whole point of our show.
Like one of my friends will be like, "Oh, you think you're fucked up? Wait till you hear what I did today." Like, wait till you hear these thoughts in my head. And so it's like. It's almost like
and those are great
communal, like
yes,
misery loves company experience. Like
it's being a real human.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not pretending like everything's always great.
I know, and I feel like and I think there still are certain groups that are like you're trying to make yourself feel better by, one-upping or I don't know, making you look like you're the best one it's definitely still there. I feel like in my group of friends, it's like, who can be the biggest disaster. Like, let's see who can bring the most effed up thing to the table today. Like, ready, go.
Yeah.
And so it's like, it's almost like if somebody throws something out there that's kind of like self-deprecating, like we try to one up the self-deprecation.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you think that's crazy? Let me tell you what I did. Like,
Right.
and it's like, oh, damn.
Well,
I don't know.
Like
It's
probably freeing, right? It's like just to like put it out there and like have people.
yes. Yeah.
Just to be able to.
Yeah,
to
like,
talk about it.
And I feel like it goes like with, like you were talking about with marriage, like, that everybody just, it's great. She's awesome. We're wonderful. Like I sent my girlfriends a text on Saturday. So we always have this argument. I don't know if y'all are there yet with the age of your kids, but some of these tournaments that Henry plays in, they're like an hour away. I mean, I think a lot of parents in our demographic, our area, deal with the same thing. I mean, DFW is a big place. And so we always have the argument because, Henry's got to be there an hour before the game. And so we always have this argument, like, are we riding together? Are you riding with us? Are you riding? And I'm like, no. And Mike, he just can't understand. He cannot understand. And I'm like, well, I mean, I just never know. And it's another hour for me to get stains off the couch. Like, there's so many things I can do in an hour.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, he just can't. It just boggles his mind. Like and I'm like, anyway. So
one of the best things we did was split up taking our kids.
Yeah, well,
split up when we take our kids.
So then you know what happened on Saturday? So it's a long game. Whatever. Henry his arm was bothering him, so he couldn't play the field. So basically, he's just batting. He's just DHing. And so we kind of figure out like how the game's going, where by the time he bats and how many at bats he's going to get, whatever. And so he bolts, and so he doesn't have to. Mike does because we took two cars.
Right.
And so I'm like, and I didn't say anything because I know my husband and I know that I would like to remain married to him, but I want to be like, see, now you're reaping the benefits of two cars. Yes,
he knew
didn't
it.
Say a word. He knew. But then, okay, this is another thing. And I sent my girlfriends a text and I just said, listen, girls, if Mike and I get a divorce over a one night stay at a hotel room in Houston, just know that it was a good run. We had a good run and I tried all I could do. So Henry has a tournament in Houston, this weekend. Saturday, Sunday is when he plays. Mm-hmm. We were going to go down. They were going to go down Friday, and then Mike and Henry were going to go down Friday, and then we were going to basically pass. He would take him to Saturday game, maybe first game, and then we'd pass in the night and whatever.
Yeah.
In the day. And then we find out game times his first game's at 4:00 on Saturday. So no reason to go on Friday.
Right.
Mike's already booked a hotel.
Oh.
So he starts first thing Saturday morning. What are we going to do about this hotel? What are we going to do about it? And I'm like, well, I mean, there's a chance he could play Monday if they do what? Well, I don't know. So maybe we just move the reservation. I don't know. I mean, I just don't want to pay, if we don't use it for 2 nights and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, okay. Relentless. Like, and I get it because I'm relentless.
Yeah, you both are.
He was on me so hard. Just, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? And I'm like, you know what? I don't, just cancel it. Just cancel it. And I'll start a whole new search for a hotel, whatever. And so then I looked at the rate for this hotel. Julie, it was $130.
Oh, that's nice.
But we almost got a divorce over $130 hotel room in Houston, Texas at the La Quinta or some shit like that.
Right.
Like so anyway, my whole point of the story was I feel like there was a time, or there's certain groups of people that wouldn't share that information. Right. Because they don't want to have the perception that they don't live in beautiful married land.
That way.
Well, yeah, I mean, I wanted to throw punch him.
Trying to figure it out.
He was making me, Julie, when I tell you, he asked me 8 times
and also
before 9 a.m. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? And now what? We just looked at the bracket.
Yeah.
There's a chance he plays his first game on Sunday. If he wins that game on Sunday, he doesn't play again until like 8 on Sunday, which means we will need another night at a hotel.
Right.
Which means we could have just moved the nights in the hotel that Mike booked.
Right.
And just did Saturday, Sunday instead of Friday, Saturday.
Right.
But I'm like, do you want me to just give you $130 right now?
Right.
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
But he just was so.
And you had booked the hotel?
No,
Oh, he had booked
it.
But he needed you to make the decision.
Right. Because I'm the one going now.
Oh,
So, but all this over a one night stay at the La Quinta.
Oh my God.
It was almost the end of our marriage.
Oh, dear.
But then you realize, like, you know what? I was like, yeah, just cancel it. It's good. I'll find another one. And so then I did.
Yeah.
One night.
It always works out.
But then what happens if we play at 8 p.m. on Sunday? I'm not driving home at 2 a.m. from Houston.
Do these hotels sell out or something? Can't you just go as you...
I don't know, but the one he booked had a 2-night minimum. I'm like, well, why don't we just move it to Saturday, Sunday instead of Friday, Saturday? Right. Well, no, I mean, we're probably going to play on Sunday. I'm like, you don't even know.
Oh my gosh. He was fixated. He was fixated on it.
Yes.
He needed something.
So somebody send Mike $130.
Just Venmo him.
Just for fun.
I'm glad it worked out.
I mean, did it? Has it? Really?
I think so.
We have one night. So if we win on Sunday, we're effed. Henry and I collectively. We'll just sleep in the car.
Well, why? I didn't know
we'll
hotels
get
were doing
another
2-night
hotel.
stays unless it's usually it's like a VRBO or something that does that.
Associated with the tournament, and they get a kickback. It's all a thing. It's all a thing.
It's all a thing.
Welcome to youth sports. Okay, that was a really that was a deep divergent into what we were talking about.
Right.
Okay, and then we were going to get to tackle box stuff, but we have already gone
once
an hour.
again.
Here we are once again. Okay, tomorrow. I mean, next week we're not putting.
Maybe in year 6 we'll go 2 shows a week.
What?
Maybe in year 6 we'll go 2 shows a week.
Oh man, God,
deep tease. We could do
tease.
it.
Oh, speaking of milestones for the mom game, we hit 10 million views on that reel about.
It's amazing.
Yeah, and you know why? Like,
why?
The whole reason that went viral is because of Adam.
Oh, well, I know that. Yes.
Like my kids' responses were funny.
Right.
But like the way Adam put that together.
It was so funny.
Was ridiculous.
He's the best.
He's amazing.
That's why I'm just glad he sticks with us.
I know. God bless him. 10 million views on that thing. Like one of my girlfriends reached out and she was like, wait, did you invent this detective thing? And I was like, no, I didn't invent it. I saw
it somewhere.
I saw it on social media.
Do people think that we invented it?
I hope so.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I didn't. And we didn't try to take credit for inventing it.
That's our lane. Like, we need to come up with
copying shit.
No, just pranking.
Oh, well, I mean, I've done my part.
Pranking.
You dress up like a sexy nurse and pick your kids up from school and then get back to me.
I'm not going to do your exact same prank. I did it to my kids too, but they're just like too little. Like, we don't text.
My kids are the perfect age.
Yeah. Mine don't.
My kids are the perfect age.
And Kelly's like so on to my pranks.
Dude, so is Mike. He's not having it.
Who else can we prank?
I don't know. My mom will always fall for it.
Oh yeah, like we need another good Carol prank.
Easy target.
Okay, but I do think that's our.
Oh
lane.
wait, can I tell you a really fast Carol story?
Sure.
So I get a text from my mom, and she's like, "Hey, honey, call me when you get a minute. No rush. Everything's fine. Got a funny story to tell you." So I bring Hattie in, and I'm like, because this is gonna be gold.
Yeah.
So I put her on speaker, and I'm like, "Hey, mom, what's up?" She was like, "Oh my gosh, honey, I was doing something with my phone and my wallpaper, and all of a sudden I look at my wallpaper and it's just a picture of Diddy. It's just Diddy as my screensaver on my wallpaper."
Oh my gosh.
And she was like, and I didn't know what to do, and I didn't want to bother you because I know you're busy. So I went to Starbucks and I found someone.
Okay, this is good.
So I found someone and I was like, how old was this person? And she was like, I don't know, probably around 40, 35, 40. And I showed her my phone and just said, do you know anything about iPhones? And can you help me get Diddy off my phone?
Okay, that's amazing.
So apparently, then Hattie tells me that they went to breakfast like a month or so ago and they did something and put a picture of Diddy in her phone.
They did it.
I don't know how it happened, but Hattie was like, oh yeah, we did that. So they put a picture of Diddy in my mom's phone, and it became her wallpaper.
Oh my God.
And then she went to Starbucks to get somebody to help her take it off.
A random person. That person had a good story to tell.
Oh, she was like, oh, honey, that she thought it was the best thing ever. I was like, I'm sure she did.
Oh, she didn't want to call you.
Some 77-year-old woman comes up and gives me their phone and asks me to get Diddy off of
Oh
her.
my God. That's a good one from your kids.
Oh, yeah. So I don't know what they did. I mean, Hattie can do, she schedules texts to me. Like she'll schedule a text. She went to this camp where she couldn't have her phone on Valentine's Day. And I get a message at 9 a.m. straight up. Happy Valentine's Day, Mom. I love you. And I was like, you're not supposed to have your phone. And so she gets home and she's like, I've scheduled it.
Oh my God.
I'm like, who
That's
are
so
you?
sweet though. So we could like schedule birthday texts for people that we always forget their birthdays.
Just get with Hattie. She'll
Just
tell you how
get
to
with
do it.
Hattie. Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty brilliant.
And then she'll put Diddy on your screen.
Oh my God. That's amazing. Okay. Well, we need to have her help us come up with our next prank then.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. We need to prank Carol.
Gosh, bless her. God love her.
She's the best.
She is. She's very easily prankable.
Yeah. My mom probably would be too.
Yes. Yeah. Anne would be fine.
She'd be fine.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we'll tackle Vox next week, I promise. And then I think I will have a Rangers update.
Oh.
My Rangers update.
Tease. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. The world wants to know.
Big career news.
Okay.
Seeing a lot less of me. Just better keep tuning into the mom game if you want to see me.
It's going to be the only place to see Emily.
That's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen.
No, because you just reveal your news.
Okay. All right.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Good talk.
Nothing to see here.
Yeah. Well, I haven't signed a contract yet, so I'm going to try to be a little evasive.
Good job.
All right. Well, basically told everyone what's happening. All right. Well, we'll be back next week. Mm-hmm. Hopefully, God willing.
We will be. And in the meantime, we're going to go to Empty Bowls.
We are.
This week.
Yeah.
So
I'm taking Lisa.
come see us.
We invited Jasmine.
Yeah, I don't know if
She's not listening to us.
She's probably going to ghost. Oh, she said sure.
Okay.
Okay.
She's in. Girls' night.
She's in.
Empty Bowls. Okay. All right. We'll see you next week.
Should be fun.
God bless you all for hanging with us.
Definitely. God bless us all. God bless us, everyone.
Mom game out.
Mom game out.